The Buddha very famously said, I teach one thing and one thing only, suffering, and the end of suffering. And he pointed out that there are two kinds of suffering. One, which he called the first arrow, is unavoidable. This is stuff we just get hit with by virtue of having been born in a human body. The vicissitudes of life, aging, sickness, death, loss of the people that we love, the constant irritations of life, things not going the way we want them to, having to deal with stuff we don't like, not getting what we want, and so on. It's just, that's life. But the second arrow is entirely avoidable because we do it to ourselves. This arrow we shoot at ourselves. And how do we do that? Through the process of thinking. Afflictive mental activity that gins up even more emotional pain for us. This self-generated emotional hell, in extreme cases, that is produced by the mind. This addiction to thinking, often dark and counterproductive thinking, that compounds our suffering in life and makes things so much worse than they have to be. The idea is that through meditation, we can observe this process of the mind kicking up additional unnecessary suffering for ourselves. And that if we saturate that process in mindful awareness, then and only then the possibility arises that we could interrupt it and change it and reduce this suffering of the second arrow dramatically, so that our lives are just so much more fun and interesting and better and quieter up here. So the technique that we're going to do tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm not going to try to guide you through it because it's pretty complex, but I just want to ask you if you could take one moment here just to sit quietly and reflect. Ask yourself the question, in what way and to what extent is my suffering in life self-generated? Just asking yourself that question, wondering about that for a moment with me. Does that sound intuitive to you? Does it make sense? There is a way to disable that mechanism so that we no longer keep doing this to ourselves. And that's the practice that we're going to get into on the Zoom call. I'd love to see you there. And check out our retreat coming up in July at Vicara.